I, 35M, am thinking about leaving Mount Wife, 29F, of 1 year over her cleaning habits. First off, this is a throwaway for obvious reasons. My wife and I have been together for 4 years and married for 1.5. Our relationship as a whole is great. Most things that I would want in a partner she has, which makes this whole situation that much hard. So, right before we got married I moved in with my partner Jane. We had been together for around 3 years at that time. My wife has some mental health issues which make working difficult for her as do I, but we both managed to maintain full-time jobs. When I first moved in with her I didn't have a job because of the pandemic but was getting money to pay my share. At that time I told her I'd do the majority of the cleaning because I was home all day, but informed her this would most likely change when I started working. Jane agreed to this. She did a pretty good job cleaning up after herself while I would do all the big cleaning like kitchen and such. Fast forward to now and nothing has changed. It has actually gotten quite a bit worse. She doesn't clean up after herself pretty much at all. The only cleaning she consistently does is laundry, and half the time she only cleans her clothes because she needs them for work. She works graveyard now and her schedule has become eat, sex, sleep, and that's it. I have had multiple arguments now with her about doing her fair share, and she cries and says she'll do better, but that lasts a week or two and then back to normal. The things that are making me reconsider the whole relationship is her shift in her personality about it. She actively criticizes me for not picking up after myself, but all her areas are disasters, sometimes to the point where I am forced to clean them because they smell so bad. If I do any cleaning on her days off, the only days she agrees to clean, she immediately asks me why I did it because she was going to do it. But like today, if I leave it I now have to clean most every dish in the house because she just decided not to. The cooking situation is the same. I cook 6 days a week, and on the one day she does cook it's a basic meat and potato meal or breakfast. But she also expects me to not cook the same things all the time. So now she wants a child, and I'm afraid it is going to cause my workload to go up to unbearable if she chooses not to help clean up after our child. It's all so frustrating. I don't want to have to divorce her because I love her to death, but my mental health is cracking and has been for a while, but all my cries for help fall on deaf ears. So what do I do? Just be the housekeep or what? Too long did not read. My wife doesn't help with any of the housework and criticizes me about it even though she barely contributes. The pressure on my mental health is becoming too much and I don't know what to do. Don't want to divorce but feel like that might be the only option. Edit. Since it is coming up, she is currently in counseling as well as medicated for her mental health issues including depression. Edit 2. Thanks for all the advice. I was hoping it would be helpful and not negative, and y'all didn't let me down. I now have a lot of suggestions to how to attack this issue in a meaningful way. I really appreciate all the help. Edit 3. For the people asking, I work 40+ hours a week as well. Update. I just wanted to point out that without prompting, my wife got up and did a washer load. It wasn't all of it and it wasn't the whole kitchen, but it was something, and when she told me it was like a huge weight was lifted off. Lift is strange sometimes. I'll still have these talks with her that were suggested because I think they are going to be good for us, but I just wanted to let all the people who said to be more understanding know. ADHD plus depression plus 90-hour work weeks reporting in. There's a book that just came out this year called How to Keep House While Drowning, and it would probably be a massive help for your wife. My husband is reading it to me in small doses. Much gentler and more accessible than most housekeeping self-help books. Also, if you can't afford to drop $150 per month on a cleaner, you probably shouldn't be looking at having kids anyway. What is the financial situation like with your wife? You need to be real with her. Gotta sit her ass down and be like, you want a kid? We need to put in the work, have a conversation, not an argument. Write down all the things you want to talk about and the things that are frustrating you. Express your worry to her about how her uncleanliness affects you. Have you considered seeing a couples therapist? It may help to have a professional third party sit down with you to help you both better understand your experiences and hold you accountable to positive changes. As someone with ADHD, I also wonder if your wife may have some neurodivergence that makes those tasks literally more challenging for her. Which is no excuse for evading accountability or for any disrespectful treatment towards you, however. I echo what others have said. Do not have a baby with her until these issues are resolved and you've re-established trust as well as a household chore balance that is equitable, fair, and agreed upon. Best of luck. This sounds incredibly challenging. Okay, obviously this is anecdotal, but I had a similar problem with my boyfriend. Messy person, ADHD diagnosis, never cleaned. I had to remind him to pick up his shit all the time. We had a million fights about it and I thought about leaving him a lot. He recently discovered that if he smokes a tiny amount of weed, he actually enjoys cleaning. He organizes things and does a fantastic job. I'm blown away. Just in case that works. Also, when you see her improving, tell her how thankful you are and you're happy that things are changing. I feel like that will help keep her going and feel good about it. If you guys have a baby, getting a housekeeper is an option. Seen your edit and update, so just one little piece of wisdom to maybe pass to your wife. Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly. Doing part of a washer load is fantastic. Picking up one or two things is great. Cooking with one new spice is great. People with depression often struggle with this, and my advice to you is keep this in mind for yourself as well, and also anoxyrage her. Half a washer load. Don't complain about doing the other half, just thank her. The real problem is the criticism she dishes out even while doing most of those things herself to a worse degree. Hopefully you already have some good advice on that. Good luck. First, she needs a normal schedule. Graveyard shifts destroy your brain. My guess is fix that, and some of this improves. Also, cleaning is subjective. Split duties but make hers objective.